Alright, continuing the conversation about fitting drawer bottoms. So I have the drawer assembled. I've got a couple of coats of finish on it, not near done yet, but we're getting close. First thing with talking about the bottom is, first and foremost, if you're using a solid wood bottom, as I am here, we have to go with the correct grain orientation. And so sometimes it's easier to have the grain running front of the drawer to back, depending on scrap pieces you might have around or whatever pieces that would work. The problem with doing that is if it's a solid wood piece and it's fit correctly, when this expands it could start to pull this drawer apart. So because of that, we always have to have the grain direction running side to side every single time. And moreover, because the way the drawer is being constructed, we've got grooves on the side and the front, but nothing on the back. The purpose for this being, we're going to be sliding that back in this orientation here. We're not ever going to glue this thing in. Just in case we need to pull it back out, we can do so. But because of having the grain running side to side, all the expansion is running front to back, and technically, because there is a slot on the bottom here, that will allow all of that drawer to expand out of the bottom of the drawer from the back. Won't impact the sides, won't impact the front. So what I'll be doing is measuring inside dimensions here and here to figure out the length, the width. We're measuring the bottom of this groove, and I'm going to make it wider than it needs to be because, again, it's January in Colorado, very dry, cold. If this were to go to Florida, for example, or anywhere on the eastern seaboard, heat, humidity in the summer, it's going to swell this thing up like crazy. And so if it's too narrow, when it shrinks again, it's going to be cut too short. You'll see where that gap is on the inside, and if I don't make it large enough, then it doesn't have that ability to expand and contract as I need to. So I'm going to take those measurements, I'm going to cut it, and we'll talk about next step.